Hello there everybody, this is General Snivy, and welcome back to more of the Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix playthrough. Last time we returned to the game after nearly a 2-week hiatus due to my PC breaking down, and upon the last session we returned to Space Paranoids, got access to the DTD within the datascape of Space Paranoids, which was fun. And afterwards we went around and started exploring some of the previous worlds that we visited, just so that way we can figure out a way to get access to the world of the Nobodies. And of course that journey continues right here and now, so with that out of the way, let's get started. So let's see here. Olympus Coliseum is level 39. Also, apologies for the airplane flying overhead. You know what? Let's go to Olympus Coliseum first. This is probably going to backfire horribly, but you never know.
Hey.
Hey, Herc.
Herc, you feeling any better?
Well, same routine. Wonder Boy here thinks his hero days are over. And Phil thinks it's all in his head.
That's because of
Of
this.
course, Herc, we know you're a hero.
That's right. Blunder Boy. How could you mope on a momentous day like today? The Underdrome's back, and you are gonna fill the stands. After all, your fans won't settle for anything less than a certified hero. I mean, if you're not up to it, you could always just, I don't know, lose.
I bet you'd like that.
Excuse me? Hey, I'm not a selfish guy. I'm not like those high and mighty snobs up on Olympus. I stand for the masses, and have I got a massive idea. The games, ladies and gentlemen, are back. Yours truly, Hades, the one and only Lord of the Dead, brings you the Ultimate Games to celebrate the reopening of the Ultimate Coliseum. We'll finally answer the age-old question, who deserves the title Ultimate Hero? These games are gonna settle the debate once and for all. The winner reigns supreme. Of what? You guessed it, the Hades Cup! And I assure you that the great Hercules will be there, otherwise you'll never see your girlfriend again.
Lowlife.
You're too kind, kid.
Too funny. I'm handling registration for the Hades Cup. Don't go to panic for that one. Yeah, it's a great way to spend some time. So, upon entering the Olympus Coliseum around this point in the game, you can still choose to participate in any of the prior tournaments that you've unlocked, with the Pain and Panic Cup and also the Cerberus Cup, which was unlocked quite a bit back. So, if you want to participate in the Hades Cup, just talk to him and you'll be fine. I'm just worn out. I don't think I can win the tournament like this. If this is where people register for the Hades Cup, if you like pain, sign up. Alright, sign me up, dude. Let's go. Who do we face first? Let's see. It's Spin Strike. I almost said Spike. Look, Orin's in the tournament too. Uh-oh, we may have to fight him in the finals. I bet he's a real hero, huh? Well, I don't think he's a bad guy. But you're the only hero around here, Hercules. You know that. Maybe before I'm just washed up. Stop that! Alright, here we go. First round. By the way, for the Hades Cup, ow! Well, I just got smacked upside the head. And of course, my phone's going off. Mom's like, no. And whatever. No big deal. Okay, maybe coming here was not the best of ideas. Well, anyway, why don't we try that again now, shall we?
Yeah. Ah, this is it. This is it.
Okay, this is already going much better. Perhaps I just got unlucky last time and got surrounded. What a way to end that round. Pretty nice, don't you think? How'd it go out there, champ? I'm just not what I used to be. Sorry to drag you down, guys. Don't throw in the towel yet, Herc. We need you in the semifinals. No kidding. Next are the Hades Cup semifinals. Try not to lose too quickly. Bite me. We're at the We're at the semifinals. Ah! Against Bad Alert? Are they any good? It sounds like they're bad, but we can't chicken out now. That sounds cool. Why don't we get started now, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. That wasn't too bad. By the way, another thing I haven't mentioned yet is that, unlike all the other tournaments that you can choose to participate in here, this one doesn't have any restrictions whatsoever. All other tournaments have a restriction of some kind. More on that later. We made it to the finals. If we win, we'll all be heroes. Oh, that's why you're so happy. We can't stay junior heroes forever, you know. I'll try not to mess things up. Enough already! Look, over there! Hey, our final opponent, right? Or he's our final opponent, right? Orin! Oh dear, something's not right about him. And you are? Huh? Orin? I must defeat you and atone for my crimes. Hey! What was that all about? He sure is acting mighty strange. That was that Orin fellow you guys know, right? Strange, he didn't seem to recognize you. No kidding. Wonder what that's all about. Lord Hades never gives up. Sooner or later, he'll be the best of Hercules. Well, if you say so, asshat. One more thing worth mentioning as well is that in the Hades Cup, Sora and friends will gain experience, while in all other tournaments, not so much. That guy went into the Cave of the Dead. Is he a friend of Hades? I wouldn't say that. But yeah, something is definitely up Orin's ass, and we need to figure that out. Like, now?
Okay, let's review. State your crime, prisoner.
I exist. That is my crime. It is inexcusable.
Ooh, good. Very good.
What's wrong with Orin? He's never acted that way before.
Okay, so you made one lousy mistake. You exist. But hey, I'm a forgiving guy. You keep your end of our little deal, and I'm willing to overlook a transgression or two.
I understand. Defeat Hercules.
And his meddling friends.
What? No. Only Hercules.
Oh, don't tell me you've forgotten who's in charge. Oh. Hercules and the other three. Are we clear?
We're clear, Hades.
Lord Hades?
Lord Hades.
Good. Now go.
So that's how he's controlling Orin.
What a jerk. He'd probably think that was a compliment. I can't stand seeing Orin do that lowlife's bidding. We gotta help him. Come on, let's go after him. After who? Orin or Hades? I guess Orin. It's like later, losers.
What's wrong, Sora?
Oh, Orin's in trouble. It's like Hades brainwashed him.
He's using some kind of a statue.
You know something? That sounds kind of familiar. Hades may be using the statue to hold Orin's free will hostage.
What do we do?
See if you can find that statue. It's gotta be somewhere in the underworld.
Right. I'm on it.
Tell me you're not thinking of leaving. You've got a match coming up.
I'll fight Orin in the final. One-on-one.
Oh, you will?
I'll draw things out to buy you time.
But
Just hurry back. I know you can do it.
Congratulations. You've got a deal.
Thanks.
On one condition. The Keyblader here and his trusty friends have to meet the winner in one final clash. What do you say?
That'll drive the crowd wild.
It better. I promised the crowd the event of their afterlives.
Well, that seems fair.
Yeah, sucker. You know, for me, the rest is smooth sailing. Huh.
Okay, so while Hercules is fighting Orin one-on-one to buy us some time, now we gotta search for that weird statue. To be honest, it kind of looks more like a voodoo doll, but not quite. It looks more or less it's made out of clay. Voodoo dolls are typically made of fabric of some kind. Definitely not clay at all. Just saying. It's a bit weird if you ask me. Something seems fishy, that is for sure.
give me strength. Yeah.
So you may be wondering, why isn't I went into Valor form here? Well, the reason for that is actually pretty simple. The reason I went into Valor form is so I can continue to work on leveling this up. And that's exactly the reason why. Now with that, Valor form has been upgraded to, I believe, level 5. And as a result, we also get high jump level 2, which is awesome. Let's take a look at our status, and it looks like it can be upgraded even further. If I remember correctly, I think I remember mentioning that the highest level of form can reach is 5. I think it's actually 9, or is it 10? I can't remember. Regardless, Valor form is now up to level 5, which is awesome. Now, we just gotta work on some of our other forms as well. Speaking of abilities... Okay, never mind. I forgot I had this power boost. Could have swore I used it sometime last session, but apparently not. Whatever, it's no big deal. Are you kidding me? How the hell did I die like that? That was a load of bullshit. Especially now, since I have to re-level up this stupid form again. Okay, Valor form is not dumb. The only thing that was dumb was the fact that I got killed so easily and so quickly. Just from getting slapped across the face. I didn't think I was that low on health. But apparently I was. Okay.
Back off! It's over! This is it!
What can I say? Other than, sometimes it's better to unleash your finisher early versus waiting until later. I will say this, finishers deal the most damage, but it does end your combo, so that is something to keep in mind.
This is it! Back off!
One pretty neato thing about drive forms and upon exiting them is that upon exiting a drive form, your combo ends and it can be restarted. In other words, you can add on to your existing combo and just keep going and keep hammering on the damage, which is pretty nice. Just keep in mind though that it isn't perfect. I know there's that absent silhouette there, and it may not be a bad idea to take that on now, but I'm going to be waiting on that. Honestly, you should wait to take on the absent silhouettes until like the end of the game anyway.
Now that is entertaining.
Well, anyway, it seems that Herc has, Orin occupied fairly well. Although, it's a wonder to figure out how long he'll be able to keep that up for, considering that he's not exactly in the best of health, or in the best of mindset. Okay, that works out. Okay, let's head into Hades' chamber. Maybe we can find this. Oh, that was easy.
Got it!
Yoink. Oh! Touch.
It is not too late. Let us turn back. But where is the sense in all this? There must be another way. Your deaths will mean nothing. You must live.
I get it. This is what belongs in Orin's heart.
Gosh, he must have had a pretty rough life.
Yeah, but in the end, that's really what made him stronger.
Let's give him back.
Uh-oh.
Nobodies? Where did they come from?
Good question. One thing's for sure, they're not playing around. Thankfully, though, these Nobodies shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. They are Dusks, after all, which are the lowest form of Nobodies that there is. Unfortunately, with Wisdom form, it doesn't gain any experience for taking out Nobodies at all, so if you are in a highly concentrated area filled with Nobodies, it's better to exit out of Wisdom form in that instance, just so that way you can deal with them more effectively. Plus, you're not wasting your time, if you know what I mean. Whoa! Reinforcements?
Not what I had in mind, but I'll take it.
We better skedaddle.
Who knew that you can receive help from such unexpected of places? Am I right? Anyway, we now have Orin's statue. A statue that looks exactly like Orin. It is said to hold his free will. It should be returned to Orin immediately. Or it could be destroyed. Just saying. Alrighty, time to save progress and then get ready for the final round of the Hades Cup. Ha! Hercules must be screaming for mercy by now. What? Did you come to see Hercules too? Let's go. Let's go help Hercules. As my internet shits itself. Come on, internet. There you go.
Now, finish him!
Orin! No!
Hey, Owen, this belongs to you.
Sora. Donald. Goofy.
Why those little... Ugh. Prisoner, what happened to our mutual agreement? I can give you a clean slate, but you gotta work with me.
Maybe you didn't hear me. This is my story, and you're not part of it.
That's it! This game is over. I've played by the rules so far. Okay, I confess. I was hoping Wonder Boy would lose, but it was still a fair fight. Come on. Is that really so wrong? Huh?
Really, a fair fight.
Laugh, laugh, laugh all you want! Because the laughing is about to stop. You wanna know why? Because now we're gonna play by my rules.
What the? Whoa.
Meg!
Hercules!
Hey, I warned you right at the get-go. You don't compete, you lose the girl.
No! Meg! Hang on!
Looks like Wonder Boy has dropped out of the standing.
Well, you've still got us to deal with.
Oh, yeah. This is gonna be good.
Indeed it is. And Orin joins us for this battle. Of course, I could let him join and have some fun, and honestly, that may not be a bad idea. Now then, why don't we get these abilities and shit highlighted once more. That way we don't have to deal with this garbage again. But knowing my luck, though, I probably will have to deal with it again anyway. Can't believe I forgot about giving that back to Sora again. Oops. Whatever. Time to deal with Hades. Anyway, at this point, Hades is basically all but invincible.
We can't win.
How come?
Because it's his underworld.
Gee, then how do we beat him?
I think a true hero should be able to help.
But you...
I owe you one, Hades. I didn't hesitate to give my life for Meg's, and then I remembered. A true hero is measured by the strength of his heart. I'll never forget that again.
Just no more crazy stunts.
People always do crazy things when they're in love.
Funny enough, it's true.
What is so funny, you imbeciles? How dare you get a happy ending? How dare you?
Alright, let's try this again. So, for this battle, Hercules joins in the fray. And in order to get rid of Hades' invincibility state, Hercules will unleash orbs of light, which, upon hitting them and whacking them at Hades, it will not only deal damage to Hades, but it will knock him out of the invulnerability state. Just keep in mind, though, that he can easily go back into the invulnerability state at any time if he so wishes. And usually he will go back into that state if he surrounds himself in a ball of fire. Another thing worth mentioning too is that when Hades is in that state, I think his attacks are more powerful, though I could be wrong in this regard. By the way, I'm not too sure, but I feel like you can deflect back some of Hades' attacks. And even while in that invulnerability state, I don't think they'll deal any damage, but I could be wrong.
That's it.
Okay. Also, get used to hearing that quote again and again. You won't stop a true hero.
That's it.
Give me strength! Yeah.
You won't stop a true hero.
This is it!
Okay.
That's it.
Really? Dude.
You won't stop a true hero.
Alright.
Fight! Yeah.
Well, that kind of
You
sucked.
won't stop a true hero.
Back off!
Want some more?
How's this for you?
Okay, that was actually pretty funny, not gonna lie.
You won't stop a true hero.
By the way, when you're going to attack these spears of light, keep in mind that you are going to be vulnerable for at least a few seconds. Thankfully, Hades gives you more than enough time to whack these spears at him. Another thing worth mentioning as well, that would have been pretty sweet if that finished him. Whatever. No big deal. No. Say goodnight. Wow, really? There we go, finally! God damn, that was actually pretty close. Especially at the very end when I couldn't get any finishers off.
It's not over yet.
Bye, Hades. See you again in Kingdom Hearts 3.
What's he gonna do now?
I lived my life defending others. But now, there's no one left to protect. Maybe it's time I shaped my own story.
Yeah, you deserve it, Orin. After everything you've been through.
I suppose I should thank you.
Not at all.
Fine.
I mean, sure, you could thank us a little.
You should say what you mean. I guess I could spare a few words. Thanks for meddling.
Hey, what's that mean?
Nice one, Orin. Well, with that done, we get ourselves a brand new Keyblade, the Guardian Soul. Has great strength, increasing the amount of damage dealt from reaction commands by 50%. So in other words, this has reaction boost, which is awesome. Definitely one of the better Keyblades to get your hands on in the game, for sure.
Thanks again, guys. You're the best.
Excuse us for wondering.
Oh, sounds like somebody's feathers are a little ruffled. I'm kidding. Thank you, Sora, Donald, Goofy.
So where are you guys headed next?
You know. You two lovebirds seem to be getting along just fine without us hanging around.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Uh-huh. Before we start meddling. Yep.
Right.
Are you turkeys trying to put me out of a job? If you keep acing every challenge, champ, who am I gonna train?
Aw, you can't abandon me now, Phil. I gotta be at the top of my game in case Hades shows up again.
Hey, are we true heroes yet?
Yeah. Come on, Phil. How about it?
Let me see now. Well, you're not wise enough. Not quite seasoned enough.
Okay, we get the hint.
Funny enough, Phil's
Look,
not
kid,
wrong.
it's not my call.
Phooey.
Of course, if it was, you'd have no problem. I'd make you all heroes in a heartbeat.
Really?
Say it again.
On second thought, if those are your hero faces, you still got a lot of work to do.
Hey, what do you mean?
Go away.
Phil!
Leave me alone.
Nice.
See that?
Well, what do you know?
Well, I'll be damned. Sora, Donald, and Goofy have finally been recognized as true heroes. Isn't that nice? And, oddly enough, that's that. Olympus Coliseum's done for now. Of course, we will be back again at a later point in time. And upon completing Olympus Coliseum, a new episode is added, but really it's more or less a new tournament. A new tournament has been added, and yeah, that's really about it. Let's see. Technically speaking, ooh. Well, looky here. Do you see this, folks? Technically speaking, this is a whole nother world waiting to be revealed. And as we are exploring more of these worlds and completing more episodes within, more of this fog is going to evaporate, eventually revealing the location of the actual world itself. It's going to be fun. So, let's see here. I think I could return to Space Paranoids and maybe finish that place up, maybe? I'm not 100% sure yet. Then again, maybe I'm supposed to wait? We'll access the computer and find out. Let me check the journal. Okay. Okay then, I was wrong. I guess we have to wait. By the way, from any terminal you can redo the light cycle minigame if you so wish. After you complete the first trip up Space Paranoids. Just saying. Alright, next stop is Port Royal, or Port Royal. Oh lord. Once again, don't be surprised if I have to end up muting certain sections of the stream on YouTube later. Just saying. Copyright is always so much fun. That's coming from the port. Let's check it out. I wonder what is coming from the port exactly. That is actually a very good question. Also, there's a chest over here that I completely missed. Neat. It's the naval map. Basically, it's the map of this first area here. Nothing too fancy. Can we make anything? No. Oh, we can make this. The Arceus. Pretty neat. And sip it size. Increases fire, blizzard, and thunder resistance, and greatly increases defense. Hell yeah. Funny enough, we're getting pretty close to getting Moogle level up to level 6, which is pretty nice. I almost said, nice. Like, what? I have no idea what the hell I was saying there. Anyway, Magnet Burst. Draws enemies in to unleash a finishing combo move. Damage dealt is relative to magic skill. So basically, the higher your magic, the more powerful this ability will be. So that is actually pretty damn cool, if I do say so myself. Let's see. Well, Donald did have his AP increased a little bit recently. Sadly, I can't really equip anything else for him. Same with Goofy, though. That's kind of annoying. Anyway, let's take a look at the Guardian Soul. Basically the same stats as the Rumbling Rose, but it has a magic stat, which is pretty nice. So let's go ahead and equip it. And now for Valor, I think I'm gonna switch this out for the Rumbling Rose. As far as anything else to swap out, sure, why not? And apparently I got some other items in here. Oh right, the new armor piece. Might as well equip this to Sora. Just so that way... he is nice and buffed. He's like the buff boy, if you know what I mean. The best buff boy there is. Anyway, apparently there's some problems going on in Port Royale, so why don't we take a look and see what's going down? Now, shall we?
Jack!
Zola, some assistance?
That's Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
Will you leave a mate to perish?
How about no? Don't worry, we're here. We're here to save the day, again. Although it's kind of interesting to see that Jack is not in his skeleton form. Why that is beyond me. Well, regardless, we got some pirates to take down. It's gonna be fun. One thing to remember when it comes to these pirates is that they are extremely weak to magic. So any sort of magic spells that you throw at them, they'll deal a lot more damage than usual. Plus, it'll stun them in more ways than one. Feel free to experiment and have some fun with them. Those pirates were cursed. I thought we've seen the last of the Curse of Aztec's gold. What gives? Some scallywag must have got greedy. Oh, I see. You don't trust me, do you? Well, no. Likely a wise choice. I am a pirate, mates. Jack! Sora! What's up? Elizabeth! Some sticky business is afoot, I fear. Wait, Jack, I need your help. The cursed pirates have returned. Will had to find out why. So he went to Isle de Merita to check on the Aztec treasure. I fear something's happened. You have to take me to him. Aye, there it is. If you'll be wanting him rescued, best to do it alone, lass. Alone? Really, Jack? Sail to the island and take on the cursed pirates? Well, if any lass could. Are you sure he's in trouble? No, not certain, but he's been gone too long. I wanted to go with him, but he insisted I stay here. I can't just sit and wait. I got to know if he's alright. Lucky man. Please, Jack, take me to him. Hold a moment. I see no profit in it for me. I shall reward you, of course. You do owe Will. He has saved your life before. Right, shall we? Indeed, we shall. Please, hurry after Will's ship. I fear for him. Alright, let's get moving then. You never know. You never know. He may be in a world of trouble if we're not careful. Also, say hello to the captain's quarters within the Black Pearl. There's also a sticker in the Black Pearl as well. So even if you wanted to get all the stickers on your first trip here, you couldn't do that. I really wish I could get this sticker here, but sadly I can't. Believe me, I'm trying. For whatever reason, there's like a slippery surface on this railing here, and I can't quite reach it. And besides, I think in order to get it, I need to access double jump anyway. Why am I going back to Isle de Merita? That is actually a very good question. But we'll find out soon enough. God damn it. Alright, get over here, boys. Why don't we dance and have some fun? Come on over here. Come into the light! Honestly, I really hate fighting the pirates here on the ship. Regardless if it's the Black Pearl or if it's not the Black Pearl. It's still dumb because the pirates are only vulnerable within the lighted sections of the ship. So in other words, if they're not under the moonlight, they ain't going anywhere, boy. Sometimes it may not be a bad idea to just simply retreat inside of the Black Pearl, just so that way you can get past these fools and just get moving as quickly as possible. Oh well, it is what it is.
Interceptor off the starboard bow!
Will! Stop that, Jack! We've got to rescue him! Will! Wake up!
Elizabeth.
What happened?
The medallions. And the stone chest. Someone's taken them. Next thing I knew, we were attacked. But I couldn't see who it was. His face was shrouded in a black hood.
The organization.
We found a way out of the cave. But the villains sent a horde of terrible creatures after us. I've never seen their likes before. I think I'm the only one who made it back to the ship.
Will.
Elizabeth, I feel rather...
Our turn, guys.
Well, at least...
You'd best go prepared. We've no idea what's out there.
Pardon me, lads and lass, but your captain will have no monsters today. Thank you. We're turning for home.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Well, looks like we got some sort of disagreement going on around here. And honestly, I don't blame Jack in this situation. We got some creatures of unknown origins just running around with a guy in a black hood, and you don't know what these creatures are or what they're capable of. Of course, that would be wise to run for the hills. Where do those monsters come from? There may be more of them nearby. Sorry, everyone, but I need some rest. Do be careful. As I was trying to say before, at least Will ain't dead. He's just so worn out after the whole experience that he just simply needs to rest. Jack's acting as strange as ever, but at least Will's safe. Still, for some reason, I feel uneasy. I don't blame you. I don't want to hear about any monsters or curses. I'm taking this ship out, so hurry to your post. Okay, whatever you say.
Don't remember inviting you.
Hello there. How you doing?
So it was the organization. We'll handle this. Huh?
The darkness of men's hearts, drawn to these cursed medallions, and this heartless, a veritable maelstrom of avarice. I wonder, are they worthy to serve Organization 13?
And you want an answer now?
Precisely.
Great, this is gonna be fun. Say hello to this apparatus. This thing is ugly as sin. By the way, this thing, we're going to be fighting it twice throughout the course of this whole experience here. Also, for whatever reason, just like with the pirates, this thing is also weak against magic. So in other words, magic is super effective against this thing. So bring out your best spells. I did not mean to use that, but whatever works. Wow, I'm surprised I parried that. And that. Thankfully, this iteration of this guy goes down pretty damn easily. Like, really easily. That was pathetic. But trust me, this isn't going to be the last that we see of him. That is for sure.
Oh boy!
Not over yet.
Throw him overboard.
Aye, aye.
Harley!
Excuse me?
Harley?
It's a bit of a pirate's code. Anyone who invokes parley must not be harmed till negotiations are complete.
This is no time for rules.
True. But as we're honorable pirates, we should always stick to the code. All right, you. Out with it.
I surrender the chest with my humblest apologies.
Rather accommodating of you, mate. And for that you want...
Just a few souvenirs. For the memories.
Huh?
Oh no! We can't stop the curse unless we got all the medallions!
Our friend's about to learn what it means to cross a pirate.
Oh.
Sora, Donald, Goofy, he's yours.
Well.
Fire!
Who is it exactly manning those cannons anyway? Well then, rip. Well, this stinks.
You stole a medallion again?
Were I only that fortunate.
Fortunate?
So, how come you're all skeleton-y?
Perhaps I got a touch of something from that monster what attacked us. Yet, was the skin resting right on you three?
'Cause we're not greedy.
Actually, no, it's something else entirely.
What are you looking at?
That still doesn't solve the mystery.
Gorge, maybe the reason we're all okay is because we're not from this world.
There must be different laws.
Yeah. We're always just passing through. Wonder when we'll see home again.
Sure.
Just kidding you. Lucky we didn't get cursed, huh?
Quit yammering, mates. We've got to find ourselves a ship that'll float.
Well, with the interceptor destroyed, we're now stranded, as you can tell. And in this giant chest, we got a feather charm. With the help of two friends, use the summon command to call forth Peter Pan for a helping hand. In other words, one of the cheaper summons in the game. And one of the cheesiest. I'm kidding. But seriously though, we do have another summoning, and that is pretty neat. Another pretty worrisome thing is that 4 medallions seems to have been scattered throughout the entire course of this world. So, how are we going to be able to... How are we going to get them all back? We'll find out soon enough. Come here, you! There you go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. One thing to keep in mind is that even though this is a pretty unfamiliar area, most areas in the entire game aren't all that big to explore. It's mostly hallways, and that's really nothing to worry about whatsoever. Thank you, Donald. You're the best. Okay. Maybe tugging on the lance like that wasn't the best of ideas. Well, that was definitely hairy, that's for sure. Seriously, I hate dealing with those pirates so much. Whoa! Hello!
A medallion! Get it!
Such enthusiasm. Anyway, as we're exploring all of Port Royale, or Port Royal, we're going to be coming across these Nobodies that are carrying around the cursed medallions. And what we need to do is pretty obvious. Kill them!
3 more to go.
How do you know?
The pirate must have a keen eye, else he won't be sailing free for very long. Savvy?
What? What's that?
Oh dear. Looks like it's the Black Pearl.
Ahoy, mateys!
Ridiculous imitation, and yet I'm flattered.
Cute. Anyway, say hello to the first cursed medallion. A gold medallion that is cursed. It is engraved with a picture of a skull. Well, no duh. And we also get the ship graveyard map, which is pretty neat. Jack, what happened? This is horrible. But who's to blame for it, eh? Well, it certainly isn't Elizabeth. It's Organization 13. They're the ones behind it all. Wonder where they went. The hooded man took the pirates and his creatures with him into some strange hole. We saw them leave from inside the captain's stateroom. Didn't occur to you to fight them, mate? I'm no fool. I knew I was no match for them. That I believe. Sora, I think we'll need your help. Got it. First, let's find all the medallions. Otherwise, the curse can't be broken. And the creatures will remain invincible. That I have to agree, 110 freaking % here. Just saying. We'll probably need to sail all over the blooming place for these medallions, eh? Well, you're definitely not wrong there. Why don't we go back to the ship graveyard real quick? Because, hello, what do we have here? We have yet another medallion to hunt down. And by the way, at this point going forward, if you encounter a nobody who has a medallion, you need to take him out before the time runs out. Otherwise, I believe if time runs out, then I think they just vanish and disappear to a different part of the world. Then again, maybe it's an instant game over. I'm not 100% sure. I never found out. So I can't say. Excuse me. There we go. Thankfully, it doesn't take too much effort to knock that anchor away from that wall there. Also, hello, Orichalcum. That's pretty sweet. Now that we have ourselves an Orichalcum, we're that much closer to making either Save the Queen or, with the King recipe, Save the King. Both of which are some of Donald and Goofy's best weapons in the game. Okay, next stop, let's go to here. Why here exactly? Well, it's actually pretty simple. We haven't really gone here yet since we've been to this location, so might as well, am I right? Okay, who's left? Yo, over here. Honestly, when it comes to fighting the pirates here, I feel as though Blizzard is definitely your best friend. Just because of the fact that it can freeze enemies in place. Also, nice throw, Goofy. You the man. Again, it may not necessarily be worth it to fight these enemies all the time. And sometimes it's a better idea just to escape to the hold. Which is kind of weird how you can just escape to the hold and then just be on your merry way like nothing ever happened.
It's over.
By the way, those nobodies I believe are called gamblers. If you choose to play a game with them, you'll be able to... Hello?
It's over.
You'll be able to get some pretty nice rewards upon winning the game. Just keep in mind though that... As I was trying to say, keep in mind that playing their games, and if you lose, you're probably going to be in trouble. You're probably going to receive a ton of damage, but I could be wrong. Anyway, that's the last medallion. Pretty nice.
That's 4 medallions. We got them all.
Also, this is an error in the game. Jack is supposed to be in his skeleton form here, despite the fact that he's in the moonlight. But for whatever reason, they screwed it up and swapped him out for his regular character model. Why? I don't know. It's weird. They didn't even fix it for the HD collection. It's really dumb.
If we find the hooded man, we'll find it.
Probably in Port Royal.
Why's that?
Organization 13 is after people's hearts, so they're gonna go wherever there's lots of people.
They'll hurt the townsfolk?
No, they're bringing them flowers, mate.
Nice one.
I don't know who these organizers are, but I will say they're making weak pirates look like proper gents.
Well, Jack. Then... we have to help.
Then let go and hold her run free.
What's even more hilarious is that after the cutscene, he immediately goes back into a skeleton form, as per usual. So, again, pretty funny. Now then, Let's head to Port Royale, shall we? Hello there, beautiful.
Go, he's for me.
Now, to break that curse.
The curse, it's gone.
But
then what's this?
Ooh.
Oh, I understand. Jack must have been cursed by that monster, not from taking the gold.
Oh, I've no worries then.
It's okay, Jack. We'll just have to defeat the monster, that's all.
Whoa.
Get the gold.
Okay, time for this thing, round 2. As far as this round is concerned, the main gimmick of this battle is that we have to recover each and every single medallion in order to even deal damage to this boss. Of course, you can always, well, that was a pretty badly timed guard. Anyway, as I was trying to say... Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a reaction command you can do here. Okay.
Let's go! It's over! Let's go! Take this!
I know you're supposed to grab the scythe off of this guy in order to recover all of the medallions of which this thing is holding. Thankfully, if you do attack this thing, it's not like you are going to be completely screwed. Recovering the medallions really isn't that difficult. There. Thank you. Basically, if you want this boss to drop medallions, you do need to cast magic. And once all the medallions are returned, then we can actually start dealing damage to this thing. Although before then, you will have to use magic in order to get all the medallions dropped from this guy. But if you don't happen to have any MP at all, don't worry about it. Boom, baby. Okay. Still got a good bit of the medallions left to recover. So anyway, as I was trying to say here... Oh, come on, really? Excuse me. As I was trying to say earlier, if you are running low or you're out of MP, upon whacking this boss physically, you can recover some MP. Just keep in mind though, while the boss is attacking like this, he will be, Good lord. Place. There we go. Now we're getting started. I'm kind of surprised I managed to dodge it like that. Overall, this boss fight really isn't that hard. Great. It's funny how I say that, and yet this boss is really starting to tear us a new one here. Damn it! Wow. Funny how I said that boss really isn't that hard, and I get my ass kicked. Like, towards the end of the fight. That's pretty sad. Oh well. Not a whole lot I could do. Why don't we try this again now, shall we? Hopefully this time things will go even better. Okay, I honestly don't know how I didn't get hit all that time. There we go. Basically, for this boss fight, you're going to be doing a lot of juggling between doing physical attacks and magic attacks. Please. Bam, baby. By the way, don't be afraid to just drop whatever medallions you have into the chest. Just saying. I'm pretty sure if you do get hit or something, you may end up dropping a medallion or two, so that is something worth mentioning here. Also, get used to doing this reaction command a lot, and I mean a lot. That is one pretty annoying thing about having certain abilities equipped, and that is sometimes you're trying to do one ability and you accidentally execute another. Especially when it relies on using between the block function, the block, and also dodge rolling and all that other stuff. Yo, Donald, can you, oh, I don't know, execute some magic? Nah, of course not. That would be too much trouble for you. By the way, I'm pretty sure this boss can recover any medallions that you end up dropping from it. So in other words, if you knock out some medallions, it may try to recover them. Okay. Okay, that's 305. Still got a bit of a ways to go. Also, having something like draw is pretty handy for a battle like this. Let's just replace what we got. Sometimes it's better to be safe rather than sorry, you know? One more rule of thumb worth mentioning here is that if you are about to finish a combo and you finish one, definitely be prepared to block. Be prepared to block or cast Reflect. And you should be good to go.
All better.
And not quite, mate.
Sora. Bravo.
Screw you, dude.
Just who was that chap?
He is part of an organization that's collecting hearts. First, they release Heartless into different worlds. We defeat those Heartless, then they get the hearts. We're never gonna stop them like this.
What's the plan, then?
We gotta find their stronghold and finish them off, once and for all.
Sailing these waters, I've heard some tales, but not a one like this.
Is there any way we can help?
Anything at all.
There is.
I wonder what that could be. Anyway, upon defeating that thing, we get secret answer report number 6. And that's it.
It's certain we don't need the likes of that hooded fellow and the Heartless about. They'll ruin the market for us true pirates.
So that's why you went to Port Royal. And we thought you actually wanted to save everyone.
A pirate always looks to profit, Miss Swan.
Too bad. You had us going there thinking you turned over a new leaf.
The question is, what's beyond the leaf, savvy?
Oh yes. A reward. And what'll it be?
That lovely blade of Sora's.
Huh? Okay, sure.
Here you go.
Hold on, that was far too easy. What's the rub?
You'll find out.
Ah, there, you see?
Well, you've always got the pearl, Jack.
That I do. But someday I'll gather a bloodthirsty crew and come to take that blade. Chance by then, I'll have the way to wield it. And if I succeed, I'll ask you two to join me. That'd be reward enough.
Done.
Maybe someday Jack will be able to use the Keyblade after all.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Yep. He and Sora are kind of alike, don't you think?
Are not.
Some say Jack Sparrow's the worst pirate ever to sail the Spanish Main.
No one could really mean that.
Right. We know he's the best.
I hope we'll get to see him again.
You never know. We may actually see him sooner than we think. Kingdom Hearts 3. Just saying. Well, anyway, at least that is done. Thank God.
It's that weird reading from before. See? I knew it wasn't a glitch. Yeah, but it's still all cloudy and kind of fuzzy. Well, we know one thing for sure. What's that? Whenever Sora, Donald, and Goofy go out and help folks, the reading gets stronger. Gee, I wonder why. Hey, Sora, we're gonna try to find out more about this reading. And while we do, you fellas just keep on questing. We really are counting on you guys.
Whatever you say, my dude. Whatever you say. And yeah, as they're saying, this world is becoming more and more clear the more worlds we complete. Just saying. Let's see here. Okay. Not available yet. I think once we complete Agrabah, then a new episode will be added to Hollow Bastion. So, let's see. At level 40 and 41, let's go to Agrabah first. Here we go. Let's throw a party here in Agrabah for our return. Well, so much for that plan. Because look who it is. Oh boy, Jafar has returned. Definitely not a good thing at all. Wow, look at this lovely place. What? You break it, you buy it. Oh, hello there, friends. Wow, you made out like a bandit. Please, I am but an honest merchant. What you see is merely the reward for my hard work. Gosh, they sure are nice. And they're on sale. Interested? No thanks. Listen, have you seen a guy in a black coat? Someone from Organization 13? Who, me? Most certainly not. Okay, we'll keep asking around then.
Sora, don't let him get away!
Too late.
What's going on? Can't believe it! That stupid peddler let Jafar out of the lamp! Jafar?
Give me the magic lamp, Aladdin. And now, street rats, I bid you farewell. Crush those urchins.
You guys better be careful. Huh? I'm sure Jafar wants to take over Agrabah again. But I know he's out for revenge too. I guess he's still sore about that whole lamp thing, huh? Iago was there when Jafar was released. Okay, Iago, spit it! Or spill it. Hey, I told you everything I know! This is your one and only chance, Iago. If I find out later that you've been lying or hiding things from us, we're through. I'll never speak to you again. I can't take it. I know where Jafar is. Where? Well, I mean, that is, I really shouldn't. Iago? He's in the desert ruins. Let's get the jump on him. Lead the way. Are you sure we should trust him? Because I'm pretty sure that he may have a trick or two up his sleeve. Okay, horizontal slash seems like a pretty good ability. Maybe I'll give that a whirl. Let's see here. Oh right, I still have yet to show off Trinity Limit. I forgot I had that ability equipped. More or less it's a limit, but even so. Let's see, can I equip anything? Well, I can equip Item Boost. Not like it's gonna do much good, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, Donald has access to Flare Force now. I'm pretty sure this is the limit that's considered broken in this version of the game. In the original vanilla Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, outside of the HD releases, Flare Force was strong, but still, it did have some restraint. However, with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One releases of the HD collections, Flare Force is broken mainly due to the fact that this ability is tied to the game's frame rate. So in other words, the more frames, the more powerful Flare Force is. It's that broken. As far as I know. I think they might have patched it to decrease its power a little bit, but it's still nothing really... It's still not... It's still broken. I think that's what I was trying to say here. Forgot to equip Meteor Staff to Donald. Anyway, with it, he gets Thunder Boost with it. A staff of great strength that increases magic. Increases damage done with thunder-based attacks by 20%. Pretty sweet. He also got another accessory slot. Let's see, what should I give him? Honestly, the Mithril Ring may not be a bad choice. In fact, yeah, there you go. Let's see. Nothing else here? I think maybe for $1 I can equip another ability. Hell yeah. Flare Force. Let's go, baby. Maybe auto limit as well. Okay, sounds good to me. Okay, that sounds good to me. Anything else worth mentioning here? Doesn't look like it for the time being. We're good to go. Also, we have another absent silhouette here that we can choose to take on if we wish. But again, I'm going to be waiting on that until way later. Let's see here. Can we make anything? Not exactly. Anyway, with the king recipe we have, we now can make Save the King. It requires an orichalcum along with a lot of Twilight-related materials. And let me tell you, it's not going to be easy getting our hands on these materials. Same with the materials for Save the Queen. Again, orichalcum is not exactly easy to come by. That is for sure. Let's see. I think I can make myself a Mega Elixir. Indeed, I can. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. Okay, and done. I mean, I might as well make some new accessories, am I right? And you know what? Let's use a Bright Shard too. Might as well. Boop. Increases strength and drastically increases max AP. Alright, Moogle level 6. Rank B recipe materials cut in half. Item and creations can be synthesized using only half the materials. That is awesome. Let's see. Unfortunately, I can't really make anything else at the moment, but still, it was definitely worth shopping here, that is for sure. Also, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that, I think at this point, we basically have everything that we can possibly purchase here, for the most part. I think as we level up the Moogle level more of the common materials will become available for purchase at a later point in time. But as of right now, we can only buy Dark Shards and the other usual items. Other than that, though, that's basically it. Anyway, that was pretty neat. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that worked out as well as it did. Anyway, the reason why I headed back inside there was just so I could recover my health. Anyway, our next stop is actually gonna be in an area where we technically previously visited. Might as well.
Give me strength.
Man, I love Trinity Limit. Trinity Limit is probably one of my favorite limits in the entire game. Just because of how absurd the amount of damage you can deal is when it comes to that particular ability. Good Lord above. Well, whatever. At least we have another limit added to our collection. Oh dear. Okay, that was actually pretty hairy, not gonna lie.
There's gotta be a way.
Oh, come on, kid! That's an easy one! Al, oh buddy, oh pal! This is what having a genie for a best friend is all about! I mean, how can you leave me on the sidelines at a time like this? Live large! Wallowmel! In the old razzmatazz. What do you say, kid?
Hey, Genie!
Sora! Want to see a little something I call Sandstorm Sweep?
Take it away, Genie.
Alakazam! You know, one lousy sandstorm is just too easy.
Whoa!
How about giving me a challenge next time, eh, Al?
Sure, Genie, whatever you say, dude. By the way, there's a reason why I'm exiting this world, and I'm gonna just go ahead and re-enter. And the simple reason as to why is so that way I can get my drive gauge back before the next major sequence begins. So, now that that sandstorm in the desert ruins has disappeared, now it's time to go and explore.
Now what do we do?
Jump, of course. Or we could fly. That works too.
Nice timing, Carpet.
Whoa. Well, looky here. It's a Jafar apparition. So, welcome to the Magic Carpet minigame. We basically have the same sort of controls as we would on foot, except we use the right stick to move up and down, and you can technically lock the camera by pushing L2 or R2. And you just use the right stick to control commands while holding one of those triggers. But other than that though, it really is basically the same. By the way, as we're chasing around this apparition, it is going to be luring us into Heartless Horde traps. Also, do not worry about falling off a carpet whatsoever. Carpet will more than happily stick to you like glue. Just saying. Ooh, jackpot! Anyway, what Jackpot will do is it will make it so that items drop from enemies more often. Definitely a worthwhile ability to equip. Hello there. By the way, you don't have to worry about losing the apparition if you are having trouble tracking it. It will wait for you. So, again, it's not a bad idea to just explore around these ruins. Trust me, you definitely want to do so. I don't remember if there's any chests around here or not, but I do know there are stickers, though. You definitely want to explore as much as possible, trust me. And I'm pretty sure the apparition went this way. Or not. Okay then. Okay. What's actually pretty funny about that is that if you're keeping up with the apparition of Jafar, you should be able to stop his spells no problem. And even if he does cast a spell at you, it's not that hard to dodge. Also, you could technically attack it, but you can't really do much of anything against it.
Yeah, it's over.
Thanks for releasing the barrier, dude.
Yeah.
By the way, as you're chasing Jafar's shadow towards those ruins over there, more Heartless are going to spawn around here. But again, they're not much of a threat whatsoever at this point. How the hell did I miss that? There we go, finally. That took a bit of time. Wow, looks like the front of these ruins are caved in. Only one other way to look. By the way, I don't think there's anything down here, but it may not be a bad idea to take a look anyway. Okay then. That was easy enough. Hello. Definitely a big fan of this magnet pole attack. What's also really interesting is that even though Sora is alone in this sequence, other characters will level up alongside Sora as if they're right there on the battlefield. So that is pretty nice. Nice. I love being able to deflect spells like that. It's honestly quite a lot of fun. Alright, what do you got for us this time, Jafar, my boy? I don't have time for small fry. This won't take long.
Back off. Yeah. Back off.
Oh, come on, really?
Back off. Back off. This is it.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised I managed to jump over the first spell. Again, sometimes if you feel like you're in a sticky situation, don't be afraid to just jump out of it and get away from the enemy for a bit. And also get some space between you and the enemy. Just so that way you can recoup. You can, dang it, I don't even remember what I was going to say. Hello? Okay, so what this thing is, this is basically an obelisk. Scanning it will reveal these mysterious things right here. Basically, what we need to do here is copy the spells of which they're trying to signify for you to do. It's pretty easy to figure out which spells you need to use. Just look at the stones themselves and you'll be able to figure it out, no problem. I think for the most part they'll use simple spells like fire and thunder and I believe blizzard, though I could be wrong.
It's over.
If you're out of MP, don't worry about it too much. Just focus on taking out some enemies, and you should be able to get your MP back in no time. Besides, fighting enemies around here, it may slow you down, but it will allow you to gain some very valuable experience. Although it's also not a bad idea to just ignore the enemies too. Yeah, I know. Using magic, it requires magic. Shut it! Okay, info box. I'm kind of lacking in magic right now. I guess I'm just gonna have to wait a little bit. Also, sometimes you may have to wait a little bit before you can cast your spell. Timing these is key. There we go. That's the second one of these activated. Now for the third. Which thankfully is right down here. Dang it. Oh, screw you all.
It's over. It's over. This is it.
Just gotta wait. There we go. Finally. That took a lot longer than necessary. But it is what it is. At least now we can finally access these ruins proper. Time to head on over there and see what's inside. Just keep in mind, though, that once you activate the third and final obelisk, you need to race inside before time runs out. Otherwise, I believe it's game over. So, any Heartless you see in the area, ignore them and make a run for it.
There.
Just saying. Anyway, at least we get a nice ruins map. Probably one of the most useless maps in the entire game. But it is required for completion's sake.
There.
And more torn pages. Yay. Not. Well, whatever. We kind of needed them anyway. If we want to complete the game. Well, fully, if you know what I mean. We made it to the ruins. Magic carpets sure do come in handy. That they do. Gosh, this place is a mess. I wonder what Jafar's doing here. Good question. Say, why don't we head back? No, we can't do that. Still, we really should. Jafar's gotta be up ahead. Be ready for anything, guys. Agreed.
The game's up, Jafar.
You sure this is it?
Yeah.
You gotta understand, it wasn't my idea. It was Jafar. He made me bring you here. You don't know him like I do. He can be very convincing. He said if I didn't cooperate, he was gonna...
Where is he?
Come on, Al, you gotta forgive me.
Where's Jafar?
Well, let's see. Right about now, he's probably attacking the palace. I had no choice. His eyes, they got all creepy and weird.
Whatever. Iago, you're supposed to be our friend, but you've been playing both sides just to make sure you save yourself.
I knew you were still a bad guy.
I'm sorry!
Oh dear. Way to go, knucklehead. Well,
let's go.
Time to skedaddle. Time to escape this bloody place. Although we're not escaping in the traditional sense. Instead, we're playing basically an on-rails whack-a-mole game. Basically, all we need to do is survive this whole on-rails minigame and we'll be fine. All we need to do here is just whack and whack and whack. You don't need to worry about controlling your speed or altitude or anything like that. It's all about moving that left analog stick around to where the enemy is and then give him a smack upside the head. Also, Combo Plus is definitely your friend here. Just saying. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that environmental pieces can still harm you if you run into them. So be careful with that. Wow, that was pretty neat. By the way, I do believe if you take too long to take out a Heartless, they will eventually vanish without a trace. One more thing worth mentioning as well is that you cannot use magic throughout the course of this minigame. Damn it! Wow, of all things to die from, why that? That was a load of bullshit. And of course, I gotta re-open the chest scene. Honestly, it would have been faster just to reload the whole damn game. Whatever. Let's try again, and hopefully this time we won't get our ass kicked by the wind. You know? That was just the worst way to die, right at the very end, too. We were basically home free as well. That is annoying. Okay. Again, this minigame really isn't that hard, no matter what difficulty of the game you're playing on. Just again, the environment, I don't know how they can be so damaging. I guess it's because of critical mode, but whatever. It is what it is. What's also pretty neat about this minigame is that for the smaller Heartless, you can easily just whack them like one time and you'll send them flying immediately to their doom. So that's pretty awesome. Okay. There we go, much better. In fact, we didn't even take damage once this time. Wow. Who knew? What can I say? I really am the best player when it comes to playing this game. Huh?
Get some rest, Carpet. You earned it.
Come on, let's get Jafar!
And who asked you?
The palace is through there. Hurry!
Oh boy, this is definitely gonna be fun, getting to the palace and getting right back there. By the way, you can save warp to this particular location as a shortcut. Honestly, you should definitely do that. Sure, you may miss out on some valuable experience, but it's not like it really matters all that much at this moment in time. I guess you know everything now, eh? You can't keep shady stuff secret for long. So true. I had just snuck into the palace to borrow some treasure. When I heard this voice, it said, "Release me, and I will give you an even greater reward." "Who are you?" I asked. The voice spoke again. "The true Sultan of Agrabah," he said, imprisoned by villains. Oh, why did I believe such a tall tale? Perhaps I was under Jafar's spell. Yes, that must be it. And I'm sure the treasure had nothing to do with it, right? Maybe a bit, but Jafar, he never gave me a thing. So, where did you get all of your treasure? Why, the main The man in the black coat, of course. Organization 13. I knew it! The treasure was a gift, so I would tell no one about Jafar's return. He said he would destroy Jafar after turning him into a Heartless. So there was no need to upset Agrabah. And you bought that? I'm a merchant, and a good one at that. I'll buy anything if the price is right. It would have been a successful transaction if I hadn't been seen. Oh, you're so kind. Well, that was definitely a fun interrogation. Jafar might be planning on taking over the palace. I wonder if he'd share any treasure he finds with me. Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Just wait, Jafar. You'll get exactly what's coming to you.
Indeed I will, Princess. All of Agrabah will belong to me, while you... you, my queen, shall weep at my side for all eternity. Oh, please. Right about now, your precious Aladdin is whispering your name with his last breath. Hmm?
Speak of the devil.
What was that you were saying, Jafar?
You dare defy me, you useless bird!
Ow!
Iago!
You'll all be joining him very soon.
Uh-oh. Well, here we go, folks. Funny enough, this particular iteration of Jafar, what's really weird is that he's missing an audio file. How do I know this? Because after he says the line, "All shall bend to my will," he would then immediately say, "The world is mine to control." But for whatever reason, he isn't saying it in the HD collections. Why that is, I really do not know.
What are you doing?
Anyway, in order to actually damage Jafar, first off, we need to stun him.
It's over.
Which thankfully is pretty easy to do. In order to stun him, what we need to do here is just whack his chest. Although keep in mind that he can lock you in place, and as this fight goes on, he will be trying to do all kinds of very... Really? Okay. Once you drain the health of his chest, what you would need to do immediately thereafter is then just use the reaction command roll up. Now at this point, after you drain about 75% of Jafar's health, he's going to start throwing different pieces of the palace and all of Agrabah at you. And let me tell you, those things hurt. Not just because it's on critical mode, but really, given the context of the situation and all. Anyway, as this fight goes on, Jafar will do his damnedest to lock you in place as much as possible. By the way, whenever Jafar does this, he is completely invincible. And all you have to do is just dodge all of his attacks. Pretty easy to do. Just go full speed and you'll eventually finish this section, no problem. I think another way you could potentially stun Jafar is if, oh my god, really? Why am I not getting the command to roll him up?
What are you doing?
There we go.
Take this. Yeah. Yeah, back off.
You'll never escape.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Okay, one more cycle of this and this should be set. Again, this really isn't that bad of a fight. It's definitely one of the more fun fights in the game. Just keep in mind though, you are alone in this fight, and you basically have to take care of yourself. Really wish I had some magic right now, but apparently no. Can't have that. Alright, time to finish this up. And that's what happens when you fuck with street rats. They bite your ass and give you rabies.
I be defeated again by a pack of filthy street rats!
Don't mess with street rats.
Mano a mano with Jafar and you didn't invite me, Al?
Sorry, Genie. Things happen kind of fast.
And I had some new moves to show off, too.
But Genie, we still need your help.
Who's gonna fix Agrabah?
Oh, yeah! One super-duper spruced-up Agrabah coming right up. You won't even recognize the place when I'm through with it.
Just like it was, please.
Really? Same old, same old? All right. Oh, yeah! And voila! Next time, let me put in a few swimming pools, okay?
Sounds good to me. Anyway, with that done, we get ourselves a new weapon, the Wishing Lamp, which has come true by increasing the drop rate of money and HP and MP orbs. Neat.
I guess Agrabah's all right now.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Hey, you behave yourself. Got it?
I most definitely got it. No more looking out for number one. I'm reformed. I want to be a good friend like Genie, but I can't do anything to help you. What kind of a friend is that?
Oh, no. It's not like that, Iago. Friends don't have to do stuff. As long as you have fun hanging out together, that's all that matters.
So, what do you guys do for fun? That's not quite what I meant.
Well, anyway...
Ow, I beat.
Gosh, Iago. I hope you didn't hurt yourself.
Well, at least I can still fly.
Whoa! Oh.
Wow. Was that stand made out of paper mache?
Uh-oh! Was that my cue? Am I on? Come on, Al! Let me build a freeway or something.
Everything's fine. Don't panic. Genie?
But I can't hold it any longer! Hey! Oh, that's good! Sora, Donald, Goofy, you guys are too much. If you're ever in the mood for some more cosmic razzle-dazzle, give me a shout, okay?
You got it!
Well, you've done it again, Sora. Don't forget about us, okay? I won't. And Sora, about that friend of yours, the one you're looking for?
Excuse me.
You'll find him. Trust me.
Aw, thanks, Al. You're the best. And I think with Agrabah taken care of, now we can actually access a brand new world. I think. Or maybe not. I guess not yet. Makes sense. Oh well. I think that world will become revealed in due time, my friends. In due time. Anyway, let's head on off to Halloween Town now, shall we? Might as well. What the hell is that thing? Looks like the stuff of nightmares. I mean, it is the Nightmare Before Christmas after all. Still, it's creepy. Fits the theme perfectly.
There's nothing wrong with my design. It's flawless. There must be something wrong with the parts those imbeciles brought me. I need to find better assistance.
Yes, you do. Uh-oh. What the hell happened here? Well, that doesn't sound too good. Excuse me. Sorry, allergies are kind of acting up right now. What are all these presents doing here? I'm wondering what this is all about.
Perfect timing, gentlemen. Lend me a hand, won't you?
Sure, but what's going on here, Jack?
These presents must belong to Sandy Claus, so I thought I'd better return them.
That's not a bad idea. Although, why are you wearing the suit?
You just happened to find them?
Of course, Sora. I'm finished with Christmas fantasies, you know that.
Then why are you wearing the suit then? I guess he's just dressed for the occasion?
I thought you'd hold on to the suit.
What, this? It's just a costume. And Sally worked so very hard making it. Come on, we've got work to do.
Okay, makes sense. It is a costume. And people love wearing costumes for Halloween as well as other holidays. Or conventions, if you know what I mean. Regardless, though, Jack is dressed up for the occasion, and that's just the way he's going to look for the remainder of the game. Which is nice. I do like him in his Santa outfit. It's quite fitting, considering his character, but still. It may not be perfectly suitable, but even so, given the situation here, it really isn't that bad. Trust me. Okay, I think I'm going to turn off auto limit for Donald here, and I'll put on... You know what? Let's put on draw. Might as well, right? Let's see. Might as well go ahead and equip the new Keyblade, which is the Wishing Lamp. It has a strength stat of 4, magic of 3. Really, it's a pretty balanced Keyblade, all things considered. It's not perfect, but still, it is something, to say the least. And I think for this, I'll go ahead and equip Rumbling Rose for Master Form for now. Let's see here. Do I have... Yeah, I do have some other accessories I forgot to equip. Oopsie. whatever, it's no big deal. Might as well go ahead and equip it now. Let's see. Here's the diamond ring. Perfect. Perfect. What can I say? Okay. As far as everyone else, I think we're good to go here. Yep. Let's go.
Oh. Wherever did you find these?
In Halloween Town. You'll be needing them for Christmas, right, Sandy?
Of course. But these are just a few of the Christmas presents that were stolen.
Stolen?
Oh, Sandy, you don't think it was me?
Still wearing the outfit, I see.
I just thought I'd dress for the occasion. But if you don't believe me, then we'll just have to find out who really did it.
Very well, I'll leave it to you.
All right, Sora, Donald, Goofy, we're off!
We're off to see the wizard? Nah, we're gonna recover Christmas presents. What's going on over here in the workshop? Might as well go and find out, am I right? Anyway, apologies for that. I don't know why my allergies are starting to go off like a freaking storm. And my nose is like beginning to drip. God, I hate that so freaking much. It is so annoying. That is like one of the worst feelings you can have when having allergies of any kind whatsoever freaking ever. Just saying. Also, how the hell am I not able to grab onto these? I don't get it. Okay, why don't we try this again? By the way, if you want to traverse across gaps without jumping into the air, one thing you could do is use the dash ability, and depending on its level, it can get you quite a ways. There we go, finally. That took a lot more effort than it should have, but alas, it is what it is. Ooh. Alright, let's see what's in here.
No! This looks good. No! Boring. This one?
What the hell are you three doing here?
So you three took them.
Took what?
You stole the presents, didn't you?
It wasn't us. But it really sounds like fun. Run for it!
Oh boy. When will you three learn? Anyway, for this battle, we need to put a stop to Lock, Shock, and Barrel's little game before it gets started. Of course, in order to stop them completely, we not only have to knock their HP down enough, we also have to trap them in these boxes, which is a lot easier said than done. Great, anti-form. Fantastic. What's also really annoying about anti-form here is that anti-form cannot use reaction commands either. So not only can it not heal, it also cannot use reaction commands at all. Great, that's always fun. Thankfully, Lock, Shock, and Barrel don't have too much HP to worry about when it comes to stunning them. The hard part is just getting them into the box. Oh, come on, game. Really? There we go, finally. Goofy learned auto change. Neato. Where'd you put the presents? We told you we don't have them. Then why are you in here? We're looking for parts for the experiment. Experiment? Dr. Finkelstein's making us a friend. One we get to boss around. That's true, the doctor's been hard at work at making something lately. Excuse me. Besides, Christmas presents are boring. Not scary or gross, so what good are they? Ugh. Again, was not expecting my allergies to do this. Yeah. There's nothing fun here. Let's go back to Halloween Town. So, were those pranksters responsible for taking the gifts? It doesn't look like it. Then that means... Hey, Sally. What's up? Oh, thank goodness, you're all here. Is something wrong? The Heartless are back in the town square. I thought you should know. That's our cue. Back to Halloween Town. But wait! What about finding the gift nappers? Actually, the Heartless were playing with some presents when I saw them. Aha! We have our culprits! Are you sure about that, Jack? Are you sure that the Heartless really are the ones who took the presents? I mean, if they're playing with them, that's one thing, but it's another if they're stealing them all together. Just saying. Oh, hi. Well, that was kind of lame. Sucks that they left immediately, but oh well, it is what it is. Also, I noticed there was a door not too far off from where we are now. Also, it appears that those knight-like Heartless whom we fought back in Hollow Bastion, they're here. Why? I don't know. Come on, really? That was bullshit. All because I didn't get a chance to heal myself immediately. That is freaking lame.
Take this. It's over.
Huh, didn't notice this here. Might as well open it. Well, I guess dying had its benefits. Thank you, Donald. You saved my ass again. And people say Donald doesn't heal you. What are they on exactly? Again? Oh, that was quite disgusting. My apologies, folks. Door's locked. I guess coming back here was basically all for nothing. Oh well. It's fine. It's totally fine. Besides, gave me some valuable experience anyway, plus some additional materials to work with. Let's see, can we make anything? Ooh, an AP boost. Give me that. Might as well use a bright crystal. And go. Oh. Alrighty then. Boop. Much better. Alrighty. I'm glad that's taken care of. Kind of forgot. Goofy learned auto change. Man, I'm really starting to sweat here. If you couldn't tell, I turned on my fan quite a while ago. But hey. Okay. I think we're good to go here. Thankfully, when it comes to shopping, you really don't have to do a whole lot. Most of the time you're at the shop, you're just synthesizing new materials anyway. Now then. Let's deal with the Heartless and get back those stolen presents, now shall we? Perhaps we can finally figure out what the hell it is that's actually stealing the presents in the first place. It seems like the culprit is pretty obvious, but even so, you never know. It may actually not be that. It could be something else entirely. Better save the last of my MP4 if I need to heal or something. Also, neat. Wisdom forms up to level 4 and I learned MP Rage. Hell yeah. That is awesome. By the way, I'm not too sure, but I feel as though with Wisdom form it learned something else. Then again, I think all it happened was that the drive gauge was, or at least the form gauge was powered up, so in other words, Wisdom form will last longer the next time I use it. I'm dead, aren't I? Well, even if I kick the bucket here, it really isn't going to be that bad. Okay. Well, it could have most certainly gone much worse, that's for sure. Anyway, the reason why I'm over here is I want to see if I can get this sticker now. I probably can't. No, I can't. Well, damn. That sucked. Oh well, at least it was worth it just to gain the additional experience anyway. You know what I mean? Oh, damn. How many times is this going to keep happening today? Ugh.
You can't be here. Leave Halloween Town by order of the mayor. Somebody, anybody. I'm only an elected official. I can't handle this by myself.
And before we continue, I need to blow my nose some more. Oh my god. I definitely need to take some allergy medicine after this. Good God Almighty. Whew.
Sally was right. We've got to get the presents.
And also put a stop to the Heartless, as they're causing quite a lot of trouble here. And make it double. And no, we don't have to protect the world from devastation, to unite all peoples within our nation, to announce the evils of truth and love, to extend our reaches to the stars above, if you know what I mean. There we go. Damn, that took a lot more effort than I would have liked. But there we go. At least the deed is done. dear. Well, the presents appear to have been destroyed. Well, so Jack, what the hell?
What a shame. It looks like it was such a nice present.
Jack.
Oh, help! Someone help me! My latest experiment is gone! It's been stolen!
Stolen? By whom? That I wonder. Anyway, we got ourselves a present. A present that was stolen. It is beautifully wrapped. Which is kind of surprising considering the circumstances. I was just sitting here brainstorming when all of a sudden I was attacked. I collapsed, and when I awoke, my experiment was gone. Don't worry, Doctor. We know who took it. Who? The Heartless. What, those wretched things? Preposterous! This was nothing like a Heartless. Not the Heartless, huh? Then who? Who else could it be? That is a very good question. Say, I have an idea. Lay it on me, Jack. The thief must like Christmas presents, so we place irresistible gifts around to draw him into a trap. And this miscreant is the same one who stole my experiment? That's right. How will we know for sure? Well, now that's easy. We'll scare a confession right out of him. Gorsh. What do you say we go with Jack's plan just for now? Let's get to Sandy's house post-haste. We gotta make some Christmas presents quickly. Although, I wouldn't say it's exactly that easy. Have you found the presents yet? Almost, Mr. Claus. We're going to reel in the thief with Christmas presents as bait. Would you mind if we used your factory to create a few presents? Presents as bait? Goodness, I don't like the sound of that. I see. Just this once, I suppose. It's for a good cause. Alright, use the second floor and put some heart in it. Alrighty, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me, my friend. And before we actually do just that, let's go ahead and save. Also, again, just warping out since I was still in my drive form, wanted to conserve it and more or less restore it, if you know what I mean. You never know. It may come in handy more often than you think. Anyway, time to get to work. You're going to make presents, right? You can use this machine. Let's make some presents. So, for now begins the gift wrapping game. Use the cannon to shoot toys into empty boxes. Press triangle to reload the cannon with toys. It takes a few seconds to reload, so try to be accurate. Watch out for lock, shock, and barrel if they try to stop you. Launch a toy at them. So in other words, they may try to push away Christmas presents in boxes. By the way, the bigger the box, the more presents will be required in order to load the box. By the way, you can't reload anytime you so wish. You have to wait until the prompt tells you that you can reload your cannon. There we go. That was easy enough.
Not quite.
There's more?
Don't worry, I'll take care of the rest.
Excuse me. Again. Anyway, with that done, we get ourselves some nice decoy presents. These presents were made as a decoy. They're almost perfect replicas. Neat.
Did you finish making the presents?
Yep, just waiting for Jack.
So, where do you think we ought to leave them? Oh, I know a good spot. Whenever you're ready, just say the word.
I'm back.
I wonder what this spot could be that Santa is talking about here. Well, we're about to find out. Whenever you're ready to face the next boss, just speak to Santa and you're on your way. Now then, are you all set? Let's go.
This plaza should work well for your plan. Now, Jack, what is your plan?
I've got it all figured out.
You do?
Of course. And I also have a wonderful idea. If we catch the thief for you, I would be honored to deliver the...
And on that note, we'll be going.
What are you doing? Let me go!
That's too funny. Jack wants to know the feeling of actually delivering presents to children.
Stop it!
It's not me, Donald.
Patience, friends.
Also, don't take that out of context. Trust me.
Gorge, was that you?
How come we have to be the bait?
Good plan, eh?
Ouch!
Uh-oh, here comes the thief. Gotcha, bitch!
Huh?
Whoa, it's the experiment.
Dr. Finkelstein's experiment did it.
Yes, he did. So say hello to the experiment. This thing, let me tell you folks, ain't gonna be easy. This is definitely not gonna be an easy fight, for sure. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and he ain't afraid to fire his laser and ruin your face in. Okay, this may actually be a pretty good opportunity to unleash Anti-Form. That wasn't part of the plan, but whatever, who cares? One really neato thing about Anti-Form is the fact that it can unleash a whole bunch of combos all at once. And damn, I'm dead. Well, that sucked. Why don't we try that again now, shall we? One other thing worth mentioning here is that if you're playing this game on the PlayStation 3, there's a pretty high probability that the game can crash here if you end up getting killed by the experiment. So, rather be safe than sorry, save your progress before fighting him. Just saying. You'll thank me later if it happens to you. How does that occur exactly? I honestly do not know. Funny enough, I think when this collection was first released on PlayStation 4, it was still possible to crash the game on the experiment fight if you happen to die by it. However, it is harder to pull that off. I mean, why would you want to crash the game anyway? I mean, seriously. Why? That was pretty neat how I managed to get into limit form this time rather than anti-form. Ooh, got a draw. Oh, thank God for the fact that Sonic Wave is so freaking broken and overpowered. I love it. It acts great as like an emergency heal. By the way, throughout the course of this fight, the experiment is going to break apart into different pieces. and it'll try to split its pieces off to try and attack you in numerous ways. When it happens, you need to bring its the middle of its body back to the head before it annihilates you. Because trust me, that's not fun time.
It's over. Yeah. Back off.
Really? By the way, if you happen to have a second chance or once more active, sometimes it's a better idea to let yourself get juggled so that way you don't instantly get yourself killed. Done. There we go. Second try, but I'll take it.
We did it! The mystery is solved.
Did you catch the thief?
I just can't figure out why the doctor's experiment would go around stealing Christmas presents.
His experiment?
The thief. It was a moving puppet made by Dr. Finkelstein.
The doctor's made a moving puppet. I see. He is always tinkering with things. Now listen, Jack. I'd like to thank you, and while delivering presents is something only I can do, I can give you an idea of what it's like.
Sandy Claus?
Yes, all that poor puppet wanted was a heart.
Ho, ho, ho!
Oh, that's nice. Jack got his wish after all. And say hello to one of the best weapons in the game, the Decisive Pumpkin. The greater number of combos landed, the more damage is dealt, leading to a strong finishing move. And it's a strong keyblade indeed, and you will soon see how.
Interesting. So the puppet wasn't stolen after all. It ran away on its own. In other words, my experiment was an overwhelming success.
Santa Claus thinks maybe it left because it was trying to find a heart.
That's quite possible. Unlike my Sally, it wasn't equipped with a heart.
But if it wanted a heart, why was it going around stealing all those Christmas presents?
Maybe because presents are a way to give your heart to someone special.
When you put it that way, I feel sort of bad for it.
Nice landing, Jack.
Happy Halloween!
What a nice present.
I don't understand. There's no box, no ribbon tied in a bow.
Jack, it's not about the box or the ribbons. It's about what's inside the box.
No, it's not.
No, Sora. What really counts, what's really special, is the act of giving the gift. To wish deep in your heart to make someone else happy.
Right. Of course. Thank you, Sally. You're absolutely right. Wait. What's this? I feel so strange. So very happy.
Jack, that must be Sally's present.
Really? This wonderful feeling? Oh, Sally. You've given me the nicest present in the world, and I've nothing to give you in return. What would you like? Just name it. Absolutely anything.
The nicest present I could ever ask for, Jack, is just to be with you.
Aw, that's sweet.
You don't even have to ask for that.
Oh.
Way to sweep her off her feet, Jack.
Maybe I never gave her a real present after all.
Oh, I bet Kyrie would like most anything you gave her.
I know. That's what made it so hard to decide.
It's not your gift, it's what's in your heart.
My heart.
You bet. Tommy's not funny.
How?
Well, as long as she can be with you, what else does she need?
Aww. Well, that takes care of our business here in Halloween Town. That's nice. Whoa, what is that?
What's that? That big thing?
Maybe that's the source of the weird reading we picked up before.
Indeed it is.
And there's something funny about Twilight Town. I'm seeing 2 of them.
Look, it's another huge energy reading, and it's coming from someplace near the town.
I don't know what's going on, fellas, but it sure looks like there's some big trouble brewing around Twilight Town.
Big trouble indeed. Along with my frickin' allergies are driving me absolutely bonkers. Ugh. One thing I will say about these tissues here is that at least these are the good brand, as they have lotion on them. So, at least when I'm blowing my nose and stuff, at least, you know, I'm not making it raw. Not as raw as using regular tissues, if you know what I mean. Anyway, with that done, technically speaking, there is more to explore within, like, say, Twilight Town, but unfortunately we can't access Twilight Town right now because it's blocked by the Assault of the Dreadnought, which is the very last gummy ship course in the entire game to take on, at least for the main adventure. However, we're not going to be going there just yet. Instead, we're going to return to the Pride Lands. Why? Well, might as well check up on old Simba. I mean, everything should be back to normal with him being the new king and all, right? Well, let's find out.
Oh, it's you guys. Man, we were hoping you were a meal.
Hiya.
Don't give me any of that higher stuff. Thanks to you clowns, we're back to scavenging scraps for a living.
Come on, it's not that bad. I enjoyed that weak dead elephant we had yesterday.
Hey, how's Simba?
We gotta laugh every time we hear that dude's name.
Ooh, say it again.
Simba.
One more time.
Simba.
What's so funny about saying his name exactly?
Simba.
That's enough.
Go on then. See for yourself. Simba is one wishy-washy king.
Yeah, I bet about now even some of those high and mighty lionesses were wishing they'd gotten themselves a different king.
Gorge, what do you think could have happened?
Well, let's go find Simba and see.
I feel like I gotta frickin' sneeze.
Again?
Scar?
What the hell? You're supposed to be dead.
Huh?
A ghost?
We better tell Simba about this. Wonder if he's up there.
That would be a pretty good place to look. Oh, again, this whole nose thing is driving me bonkers. Alright, let's go see Simba and see how he's feeling. Have you come to see Simba? We saw Scar's ghost. An omen like that could only be foretelling the end of our pride. Yet King Simba won't do a thing. I guess just being the son of the great King Mufasa doesn't necessarily mean he's ready to rule the kingdom himself. Trust me, Simba will think of something. The time for thinking is past. We need him to take action. As his father would have done, he ruled with courage and pride. I remember it like it was yesterday. The mighty Mufasa. Simba will do that too, you'll see. I'm not so sure. Wait here, I want to talk to Simba. If you say so, we'll see how he's feeling.
You came back.
Are you okay?
You don't look so good.
Hey, Simba. Why don't we team up and do something about that Scar ghost? Seems like everybody's worried about it. So, now's your big chance to show him what you're really made of.
That doesn't concern you. Sorry.
It's okay.
I just wish I knew what my father would do.
But he's not here, Simba. It's all up to you now.
Ugh.
And that means the important thing is what you're gonna do being the king, not what your father would have done.
So you're saying it's all up to me?
See? There you go.
Exactly. We know your dad was a great king and all, but now it's your turn. Remember what I taught you. You gotta put the past behind you. It's time to go out there and show everybody things are gonna be just fine.
Yeah, you can do it.
You gotta live for today and find your own path.
Live for today and find my own path, not my father's.
That's it.
I'm glad to hear you say that, Simba. Promise me you'll help Simba any way you can.
As long as Sora handles the dangerous part.
Of course.
I'm counting on you, Simba. And so is our baby.
Great, now we're gonna have to babysit.
Let's go see Rafiki first. I'm sure he'll be able to tell us something about that ghost.
Sounds good to me. Also, Nala is currently pregnant with Kiara. If anyone has seen Lion King 2 Simba's Pride, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Definitely an underrated movie. And I would definitely recommend checking it out. Anyway, with that done, we've learned Run and Tackle. Pretty neat. What's this? Okay, nothing. So, at this point, Simba cannot be switched out of the party at this time. He has to come along with you, which does kind of suck, but oh well, it is what it is. Besides, this is his time to shine, technically, so we might as well. So, with Running Tackle, it unleashes a rapid tackle on a single target while attacking during a dash. Pretty neat. Let's see, anything I can equip for Donald? No, apparently not. That's kind of lame. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's see here. Right. Yoink. Okay. Now, before we head on off on our jolly old way, let's see what we can find up here at the peak. I'm pretty sure the peak... Oh, hi. That was kind of unexpected. Anyway, Believe it or not, the peak does have some sort of significance. Though, not right now. Definitely later. For sure. I think after we complete the second part of the Pride Lands, we'll know for sure what the top of that peak really is holding. What secrets does it hold? We'll find out soon enough. Even though I am getting kind of close to the 3-hour mark, I want to see if I can at least finish up the Pride Lands, and then we'll call it a day. Oh ho ho! The king! He is ready to be king? I think so. Can you tell us about Scar's ghost? Oh yes, the ghost. A being with no body. It is created when the evil heart of Scar meets the hesitating heart of Simba. Hesitating? Oh, you thought you were not? Gosh, that ghost sounds just like a Heartless. I don't know. You're right, you don't. But you do know it is upsetting. And it is upsetting the hearts of everybody in the Pride Lands. You may not know what it is, but it still is. This world, it is full of many such things. And these things a king must face. It is the test that has been set for you, Simba. That's all? Come on. You have to tell us more about the ghost. No, not today. But the hyenas in the elephant graveyard may know more. Does not matter, though. There is little that Simba of Light can do. Oh, don't say that. Not when he's ready to try. In his head, perhaps. But what about his heart? Forget it, Sora. Let's head for the elephant graveyard. If you say so. But, yeah. That is our next stop, the elephant graveyard. Haven't been there in quite some time. Also, hi, how y'all doing? So, it appears that Scar's ghost is going to be fighting alongside the other Heartless in the area. So, that is something to keep in mind. As far as how much experience it will give you, I don't think it'll grant you very much of it. Whether or not it's worth fighting it, it's honestly up to you. But I think once you clear out Scar's ghost, it won't appear again for quite a bit. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay. It's like, really, can we please just deal with this asshat anytime soon? Nice. Kind of surprised I managed to juggle that thing as well as I did. Neat.
Whoa.
Come on. Can't you guys just leave us alone?
Do you three know anything about Scar's ghost?
Huh? Scar's ghost?
Maybe.
You do know.
Get your ass back here. Anyway, what we need to do here is chase down these 3 hyenas, which is going to be a lot easier said than done. Thankfully, with the new ability that we have, the running tackle, we'll be able to deal with these guys rather easily and quickly at that. By the way, I believe after you deal a certain amount of damage to these guys, they'll be sent flying in a random direction, and you will have to chase them down again. And, by the way, if you get too close to them, they'll immediately start to, running away from you. Thankfully, when they jump, they do slow down a bit. So that is like the perfect opportunity to get them. Juggling them in the air, honestly, is like the best way to go when it comes to dealing with these guys. Again, kind of weird how they just randomly slingshot themselves to and from places. Honestly, I feel as though the length of this battle is purely RNG based. And by the way, if you do end up losing one of the hyenas, don't worry about it. You'll find them again eventually. Just keep searching. There we go. 1 down, 2 to go. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So, one thing I will definitely mention is, when dealing with these guys, thankfully, they will not attack you. All they'll do is just run away from you and just be pests. That's really about it. Also, don't even waste your time using a limit or anything against these guys, as doing so just wastes MP and time. Trust me. Really? I kind of wanted that. Why does this have to be so damn hard to get? God, I wish I could fly a little bit further or something. There we go, finally. That took a lot more time than necessary. Okay. Thankfully, we are just about finished here. Okay, where the hell did you go? Excuse me. There you are. God, that's annoying. You're done. Whew. That took a lot longer than I would have liked.
Oh no! Guess you caught us all.
What are we gonna do?
Tell me about Scar's ghost.
Sorry, we don't know nothing.
Oh, wait. It's coming back to me. That's the one that only hangs out around fraidy cats. Right, Bonsai?
Enough!
There it is. Must be a fraidy cat around here somewhere.
Simba, do something!
How does it feel to be king? Why, you must be a truly inspiring leader by now. After all, you are the son of the great Mufasa.
Where are you going?
Ah, Simba, running away as always.
Simba!
Gosh, Rafiki was right.
You mean Simba's still unsure?
Seems like. Do you think there's some way we can help?
We should start by talking to Simba some more. Let's head back to the Pride Lands.
That sounds like a pretty good idea to me. Where's Simba? Well, oh, he ran away. I knew it would not be easy for him. To face his fears, he must go somewhere where the only thing to think of is what to do, not what others think of him. Why didn't you just say so? But where's Simba now? Hey, I know, he's at the Oasis. It's our favorite hangout. Got it, let's go check it out. I'll lead the way. Oh, no you won't. Simba will smell you coming a mile away. And if he's smart, he'll run for the hills. Oh, right. Funny enough, that's actually pretty damn true. Not gonna lie. Anyway, Goofy did learn MP Rage from the last fight, which was pretty damn nice. Of course, MP Rage really isn't all that useful for Goofy in this game, which is kind of unfortunate. Also, I forgot to equip the new Keyblade to Sora. Oh well, it is what it is. Definitely made things a little harder on myself than I needed to. I guess one other thing worth noting is that Scar's ghost, it doesn't have a whole lot of HP, so you don't need to worry so much about dealing a whole bunch of damage to it. You just gotta finish a combo and then you're all set. Sweet, another elixir. I think that's one of the rare item drops you can get from that particular enemy. It appears that these enemies are completely immune to lightning-based attacks, which is interesting. Oh, hello there, Scar's ghost. Sit down again. It's also pretty interesting to see that Neo Shadows now roam the Pride Lands as well. Most enemies around here are normally animal-based, but not these regular Heartless. I wonder what's up with that. And it's not just the Neo Shadows either. It appears that these armored enemies are also roaming around too. Very interesting indeed. By the way, those mounted enemies can curse you, I believe. I'm not sure what it will do, but when you see the prompt to dispel yourself, you definitely need to do it basically immediately. Otherwise, you may end up kicking the bucket quicker than you can freaking blink. Thankfully, dispelling these guys really isn't all that difficult. Just push the triangle reaction command when it pops up, and you should be fine. Plus, I think what you need to do in order to completely dispel the curse is you just need to kill the caster. That's what I was trying to say here. Not sure why it was so damn difficult to say that, but alas, it is what it is. Alright, off to the jungle we go.
Father.
It seems even your daddy's abandoned you. How sad.
Oh, screw you, Scar. Well, it's kind of weird to see Scar in two places at once. I mean, this is his ghost after all. It is an apparition. In other words, it is a supernatural occurrence. So in other words, he's kind of creepy. He's a ghost. What do you expect? Okay then, that was easy enough.
Simba!
It's no use. I'll never be the king my father was.
But Simba, that's not what you're supposed to be. You can't be Mufasa. You can only be you. Everybody believes in you as a kid. They just want to see what you do. And if anyone's saying they liked your father better, it's because you haven't done much yet. That's all.
I know that.
Then stop moping and do something.
I can't.
Fine.
Let's go, Sora.
Yeah. Why stick around if he's not even gonna try? Come on, Goofy. The hesitant king will one day lose all his friends.
King Simba the Doctor.
Cute.
Worried by a silly old ghost.
Ooh, Simba, the do-nothing king.
No!
Try and stop me.
You did it! The ghost is gone!
For now, anyway.
We can do it.
Hooray for Simba!
You know, I'm really lucky to have friends who'll stand by me and help me see clearly. My father wasn't so fortunate.
There you go again.
I mean, everyone here and in the Pride Land wants me to succeed. Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Pumbaa, Timon, Rafiki, Nala. You all want what's best for me, but my father always had Scar lurking behind his back, trying to cut him down. I've got to make the most of my blessings and rebuild this kingdom.
Are you gonna say it or do it?
Wait and see.
Simba! Simba, come quick! There's a bazillion ghosts of Scar haunting the Pride Lands. Everybody but Nala hightailed it out of there, and now she needs your help.
We're on our way.
Our little Simba, all grown up and finding his place in the world.
Nice try. You're coming too.
Of course. And technically speaking, you know what? Let's keep Simba in the party. Not because we really need his strength, but really, this is his time of redemption. Why the hell not, right?
We're here!
Where's Simba?
I've come back, Nala. Get out.
Way to go, Simba!
Well, that was easy enough. Or was it? Oh dear. That doesn't look good.
Are you with me?
Now and forever, Your Majesty.
Well, remember all those apparitions that were gathering around? Well, they're ready to storm the Pride Lands and completely destroy this place. Even though I'm over the 3-hour mark now, I want to finish this place up. We are just about done here. So, let's get to it. Damn, boy, he's thick! And besides, in this battle, Simba is forced into our party, and Donald and Goofy are nowhere to be seen. Probably helping out with evacuating the remaining animals in the area? Who knows? Who knows? I just repeated myself. Regardless, let the battle begin. Most of this fight is on rails, by the way. It's all about pushing the reaction commands when it tells you to.
It's over!
Alright. Again, this boss fight is mostly on rails, but there are instances where you will have to gain control of yourself. Okay. After the main skull is dealt with a bit, you will be given the opportunity to jump on top of this creature. Just keep in mind, though, that you have to wait for the reaction command of Leap to pop up. Which, let me tell you, it's not exactly easy to do that. Thankfully, if Simba does end up kicking the bucket here, it's not the end of the world, as he will eventually get back up on his feet. I feel as though, for the most part, you are on your own in this fight, but it's not that bad. It honestly isn't. By the way, one more thing worth mentioning here is that as this fight goes on, you will have to redo this whole on-rails section. Honestly, you should do that anyway, so that way you can stun this thing long enough in order to deal enough damage to this thing. Alright, time to finish this up. Hello there, pretty boy. Sit down. Overall, this boss fight was pretty damn easy. It honestly is. All you really have to do is just keep moving and then you'll be fine. Well, that takes care of that.
Simba seems fine now.
Ha! The king has returned. The Pride Lands will not forget King Simba's courage, or the courage of those who fought beside him.
Do you think your quest will ever be over?
I don't know, but I think as long as the Keyblade stays with me, I'll have to keep fighting.
Ah, the struggle never ends. That is the great circle of life.
Never, ever?
The secret to victory is a strong heart. Go on, go then! Go on, get out, yes, it is time! Your fight continues!
Till we meet again, Your Majesty.
I hope that's soon.
It will be. So long.
And that's the Pride Lands, folks. All taken care of and good to go. I'm pretty sure we're probably going to end up going back there at some point, whether it be to gather materials or for some other things as well. Anyway, upon completing all the optional side episodes for all the worlds in the game, with the exception of Atlantica, a new episode is added to Hollow Bastion. So in other words, we can now take on the second part of the Tron world now, which is awesome. However, I'm going to be saving that part for next time, because we've gone quite a bit over time today, because I wanted to finish up all but one of the worlds. I mean, we got a lot done, given the time that we spent here. Regardless, I'm done here for the day. I need to take some allergy medicine because my nose is driving me absolutely bonkers. Allergies are fun, trust me. Especially with the constant drip, drip, drop shit. Alright, I'm done here. This is General Snivy with more of the Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. Next time, we're going to be finishing up Hollow Bastion completely, and finishing up Space Paranoids, and we'll also be opening up the last major world of the entire game. It's going to be fun, so hope you are all ready for, like, the very end of the game. Although we are about to reach the end, it's only just the beginning. And you'll soon see what I mean. Regardless, thank you all once again so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all later.